What's up, everyone? It's Odity Diego, and lately I haven't been making much content, mostly because I started school and I'm doing my upper division classes, so it's been kind of tough, balancing everything. I'm mostly focused on school, so yeah, that's just a simple explanation as to why I haven't been uploading. Here and there I'm gonna try to upload, as much as I can. But with that being said, the grind won't stop. I'm gonna try to pump out as much as I can. Pause. But yeah, here today we got something different. Because as you guys know, I mostly do, if it's not gaming stuff, it's comic book stuff, it's record stuff. At the end of the day, I'm a collector and I collect weird shit. I collect all types of shit. So something I've been getting into lately has been VHS tapes. And I know it's weird because VHS is like a dead format, but I'll kind of explain why while showing off my little record collection. Alright, so first I'm gonna start off with my childhood shit. I have a ton more, but this is the shit that I like to display. And here we got the Terminator collection with Arnold. You got both Terminator movies. I think these are the only Terminator movies that should ever be considered. The other stuff is just bullshit. They should have ended at just these two, in my opinion. Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies of all fucking time. And that's coming from a huge Star Wars fan. But I truly believe that Terminator 2 is it's perfect. It's classic. And yeah, this is from my childhood. I used to watch Terminator 2 a shit ton. I never really saw the first one until I was like in middle school. But yeah, this is just mostly for nostalgic purposes because this cover is kind of whack. It just looks bland. It could have been doper. But yeah, just a little childhood. And then another part of my childhood is the greatest superhero movie of all time. I don't give a fuck if Ninja Turtles aren't really considered superheroes. To me, they are. Fucking best movie as a kid. My favorite movie as a kid, I mean. Besides Terminator. And yeah, this is childhood. This is my childhood copy. You can see it's worn out because, I used to watch it. To actually, watch this shit. And then the label's the least important thing, but if I ever find a better quality one, I'm picking one up. But this is going with me to the grave. When I die, bury me in some Timbs, my little rope chain, and this VHS tape, because that's the shit that I hold dear to my heart. So if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. It's fucking dope. My favorite movie, honestly, I don't know, it might be my favorite movie of all time. Like, no bullshit. But that's for another video. Yeah, I started getting into VHSs because I just like anything retro, anything vintage. Records are a dead format as well. It's more of a niche community. It's like now it's becoming more prevalent because social media loves to blow that shit up. And it's a love-hate relationship with me because I'm glad that more people get into it. But then some records are like extremely hard to find and shit. So it's pros and cons, but that's like another video, like I said. But yeah, all that, liking the retro shit, liking records, my fascination for older stuff is what led me to this. And it all started when I picked up Godzilla on VHS. Godzilla is my favorite monster of all time. It's fucking badass. It's Godzilla classic. There's not much to say about Godzilla that hasn't already been said, but I don't gotta go off on a tangent because people know, he's still popular now. So yeah, and I picked this one up at Zia for the perfect price of $2, and that's really what started it all. Like the fact that they were so cheap, and then just look at the cover. Like the cover is so classic. Like it's like a painted cover. It's a painting. For me, this shit is like so classic. Like I would love to have like if I ever have like a dream house, it would have to have a room dedicated to like my media, to like vinyl, VHS, and I would love to just have like a bunch of covers displayed for VHS. I think that would be badass because it doesn't get much more better than this in my opinion, these classic covers. But yeah, the fact that it was pretty cheap compared to like records, it kind of led me to that because after that I picked up Mad Max on VHS. I think this was the second one after Godzilla. And you know, the cover is fucking badass too. You can see Max, like, obviously Mel Gibson, and here's the back. You know, this isn't the best Mad Max in my opinion, but you know, it's still a classic. It's a badass movie. You know, the first one isn't as crazy compared to like the sequels, the Road Warrior or Return to Thunderdome. I mean Beyond Thunderdome, but you know, it's still pretty dope to have. And then because I picked up the first one, I found the third one. Speaking of which, Beyond Thunderdome. And this cover is more badass in my opinion. You got all the fucking freaks, the wasteland freaks. Here's the spine. And then this cost me $1. So you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is cheap. It's a fun hobby to get into in my opinion. I rarely pop them into the actual VHS. You know, they're mostly for like collector purposes, but yeah, you know, I'm fine with that because I really don't feel like, you know, busting out the VHS, putting the AV cables. It's just a hassle, you know. You got streaming services, it's much easier to watch a movie from back in the day. So yeah, I really don't, or like I'll just cop the CD or whatever, I mean the DVD. But yeah, this cover is pretty dope too, and for $1 I had to pick it up. And then I also got my favorite horror movie of all time on VHS, which is fucking badass. I love The Shining. I remember watching it in high school, like sophomore year, and just being like blown away by how good it was. In high school is really when I got into like classic film, the good shit like Stanley Kubrick, Quentin Tarantino. You know, those directors are very good. Those are like my favorite directors. So this was pretty dope to have. This was more expensive. It was $3, but you know, this is dope to have because I have some Funko Pops of The Shining, so I kind of display it next to them. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have that because in terms of The Shining, there isn't much collectible stuff that I'm really into. So I think getting the VHS is the next best thing. And because what got me into VHS collecting was Godzilla, you know, my goal is to collect as much Godzilla tapes as I can. And this is Godzilla versus Destroya. I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest, but I say Destroya. And this cover is fucking insane. You got Godzilla, you got Destroya bitch ass, you got the jets. And yeah, I just love the lightning. It's insane. Like, it's fucking dope. And then the back is like you know, it reflects the time period it came out. Like, it's all crazy, like the colors. This movie came out in 98, so yeah, it's very 90s. I believe 98. Well, at least this tape did. So yeah, it reminds me of like that 90s, like just crazy shit everywhere. Because compared to the first Godzilla, comparison, like this one's like, you know, it's badass, but this is just like to the extreme. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This one cost me $3 at Zia. Shout out Zia, favorite store. And these were my latest pickups for Godzilla, and these were fucking awesome. This is Godzilla versus King Gidera. If you guys know about King Gidera, what do you know? You know, MF Doom, one of his alter egos is King Gidera. So King Gidera means like it's more than just, you can see I got the poster right there, but it's more than just the monster to me. Being a fan of hip hop, anything Godzilla, anything like, you know, old school superheroes, it means a lot because it kind of connects back to MF Doom. So yeah, I'm very glad to pick up Godzilla vs. King Gidera. And then this one's more, it's like more subtle compared to the Godzilla vs. Destroya. And I paid $6 for this. I kind of wish it came in like wrapped in the plastic, but you know, it's fine. So yeah, large and in charge. That's exactly what Godzilla is. You know, it says large and in charge, and that's exactly what Godzilla is. He's a pimp. So yeah, it's pretty dope. And then Godzilla versus Biolante. Like I said, you guys can roast me in the comments if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Godzilla versus the plant. You know. And yeah, these covers are fucking amazing, like I said. Like, it doesn't get much better than this for me. And yeah, this one was also $6. But I honestly paid around like 3 for each because I had a bunch of, yeah, I paid half off for both of them because I had some coupons. But yeah, these were my latest additions. And like I said, how dope would it be? Like I said, I think the Godzilla covers are like the best. Like how dope would it be to just have like a shelf full of like these tapes? In my opinion that would be fucking awesome. You know. But yeah, that's my little VHS collection. It's not much. Oh, you know what? Let me show you guys another reason why I collect VHS is because, look, I got Godzilla King of the Monsters on Blu-ray, and in my opinion, the covers just don't hit no more. Like, this looks so generic to me. Like, I don't know how to explain, but I just think that compared to the VHS, like, this is just like artificial. I don't know if that makes sense. But like, look, maybe it's the fact that they use the costumes, the suits or the puppets, and it just makes it feel more real. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer this over this any day. Like I said, this just feels artificial, maybe because it's CGI or whatever. But even then, like let's say it wasn't the costumes and shit, I just think that this style, like the painting style, is just way better than this. This makes me want to watch the movie compared to this. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just me, but that's just how I feel. Collecting Blu-rays is cool, only if you watch them. But besides that, I don't give a fuck about my Blu-ray collection. Like I wouldn't display it proudly as much as I would this. So yeah, that's what I collect. It's cheap. It's fun. You're not gonna break the bank, even if it is like a harder to find VHS, unless it's one of those super duper rare ones. Then yeah. But yeah, that's a little video for today. My VHS collection and why I collect them. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is it weird? Am I a dumbass for collecting dead media? Let me know. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, comment, and have a dope day. Go buy a VHS, or let me know which ones you got. That'd be cool too. Alright, peace.